Also white black.
You go here and put the king
middle
here.
knight queen h5 is coming as well.
I'm
Maybe
a bit
you
worried
should-
about queen b2 check if I lose control of the second rank. Can I mean.
Okay, actually with queen b2 I always can control easy, I think. Unless there's g6 move, of course. But I mean, now you have to do something against the threat of f3. This you should take care of now.
Yeah, certainly.
Maybe king g2 or something.
King g2 looks very sensible. I don't think white's worse though.
Okay, probably like king g7 is in the worst case.
Yep.
And after queen h5 I have something like check on b2. And at least I have perpetual check if I want that.
Yeah, at least.
Maybe I have
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
But
Okay, but I mean, it looks like white has certainly improved his position somewhat. Now we can see a big crowd around Ricky Rapport's game, so I think we should go back over there. Ricky in serious time trouble. So let's have a look. Richard Rapport, this very imaginative player, against Ju from China, obviously extremely strong player herself, and things changing in this game again. Lots of things happening in all the games. So h4, we had this kind of thing come in. White plays some sensible moves, and now white decides to do something in the center, d5. Maybe didn't need to rush, but if it works, it works. E takes d5, c takes d5. Lovely central control, lovely open lines to the rooks, and look at this dodo of a piece on a7.
plus Richard has 30 seconds per move.
30 seconds per move, so he's got no time. Knight b8, e4, motoring through the center. We could see this bishop come to life later on.
But still, I think the position is not that easier to break.
Rook
E8,
e8,
yeah.
e5, b6, and dreaming of getting this rook in the game, maybe. I just don't see it happening. I suppose the main point is to try to get the knight here, stabilize it on the square.
C5,
Even bishop c5, king f1.
but also the main point is
bishop
to
c5.
protect also at the 7 pawn, the
Yeah.
rook at some point.
Well, this seems to be the current position.
It's still
Bishop
not
c5.
over, it's not.
It's not over, but 32 seconds left on Richard's clock, which is not pleasant for anyone.
Also queen b4, 5 check might be a threat, and then after a takes b5 my rook suddenly gets back to life.
Okay, yeah. I mean, let's say I try something like, you know, blast you open this, which is probably not a very good move anyway. Then queen b5 is a nice move.
Everything
Nice
is
move.
fine again.
I take here, and your rook on a7 becomes
Probably I shouldn't
great
even
piece.
take. I think I should move the rook, but still.
Should I go? Maybe. Well, e6 is clearly not the correct move to play.
Something was played now, I think, because the Richard's
Right,
move
let's
when
go.
his time is running down.
Okay, king g1. That
yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
prophylactic.
Yeah. And we're still waiting. Richard.
And queen b5 was played by Richard.
Queen
I see
b5.
I
Sure.
see the queen on b5.
Yep, so let's have a look at this. We're waiting for white's move. You can see the time there. White has 5 minutes left, which is a lifetime compared to Richard, who's down to
Queen
32
C2 was
seconds.
played?
Queen c2. I still think white's just really in control here because e6 will come. I mean, this e6 move is a move that I just feel must...
Knight d7 was played.
Knight d7. What about e6 now? Surely e6
Knight
is
f6
worth...
maybe.
Okay. I mean, okay, let's have a look. So e6, you cannot take this pawn because g6 will drop to my queen. But maybe, yeah, as you point out, knight to f6 is okay here. I can go f5 still, just try to use all these pawns, just throw them up the board. f5 in this position. My bishop then comes to life, and simply I'm just trying to destroy your structure around your king side. I would take white any day of the week here.
Any day of the week.
Including a Sunday. Even a Sunday morning even. At the 4NCL after a heavy Saturday night out. It looks like a phenomenal position,
it looks very, very easy even to play for white.
So, okay, well, it's a critical moment because after knight d7, which has been played, white, I mean, the time pressure here is very interesting. 12 moves to make, and they're both short on time. e6 is a move that you will consider of white. You just try to make...
She will be good. No.
She's preparing the move, rook e1.
Yeah, maybe she has time to do that.
Okay, and, well, why not? I mean, the rook on a7. It was all about this silly piece. I think white's going to win this game because this rook is not somewhere sensible like over here. It's like lost on a7. I do not understand this
With knight
opening.
f8 I can still protect, but anyway, I think Hikaru, if I look rightly, he did a lot of progress.
Okay,
He
let's
got
go.
his king out.
Sure, okay, well, let's go over to that game, the board 1 encounter, and just look at the current position. So lots of things were happening there, and we're jumping in. We thought clearly black is pushing for the win in this position, being a pawn up in the ending. He has a lovely pawn structure as well, doesn't he? I mean, black compared to white,
I mean, he can try to get one king on f4 and then try to push the pawns with g5, h5. But if that is enough, I'm not sure, because you need a winning plan and you never get on the second string.
Yeah. And it's clear, I think, that Nakamura has made more progress than his opponent over the last series of moves. This is the kind of position that if I was white against Keith Arkell, I would resign immediately and hope he buys me a beer very quickly, rather than play on for another 5 hours. It'd be a nightmare. I have nightmares which are better than that. So yeah, okay. Apparently there's been a big blunder in one game. So let's go back to Ho Yifang's game and see what's going on. There's apparently been a lot of action there. So we can dive in. Just let me find this. And there's been a big blunder somewhere. Where is this blunder? Let's have a look. So
the position changed a bit,
it's changing drastically. I mean, with this
King
time pressure now.
h8, okay. Rook takes c4.
Rook takes c4, queen takes c4, queen e5. Well, queen takes b4. Was that queen takes g3? Whoa. I mean, this looks awfully dangerous for white still.
And
why queen c7? This is very passive. I got my queen on a beautiful square.
Well, if you don't have time, queen e7 is coming next. What you will do?
Well, let's say, what about knight e5 to f3?
Queen f8 mate, honey.
Not quite mate, but it's a good move. Yeah, it's
not mate, but
it's a good move. I agree. Yeah, it's a move I totally missed. So, but queen c7. Look, there must be a good move here. Surely, look at these active pieces. We've been told, actually, a bit of inside advice, that queen c7 was a blunder. I mean, look at the rook and queen. Rook and queen, rook and queen, happy pieces. What do I mean? And you're going queen e7 next, so this is the one thing.
Maybe rook e2 was a move.
Rook e2, so okay. Well, queen c7 is a massive mistake. What happened?
Because
what
after
are we
queen
missing?
e7, you're paralyzed. You have no move. Queen e7, you have no move. There's queen e8 coming.
Okay, so the game ended. Queen c7,
yeah.
Queen e7, as you said. Yeah, you're totally correct. This queen e7 was a massive move. I totally missed this one. King g7 was apparently the last move played, but of course now white can move the bishop with checks. So somewhere like bishop e4 check. Is that the way to win? And just take the rook simply next move. So
no, it's bishop f3 and you mate him with queen e3 check and so on.
So bishop f3 is even stronger.
I think you mate him.
Yeah, king h6, then queen e3 check. Well, that was a very messy game, and obviously Mohammed's time situation there.
Actually, in Rafa's game, still e6 wasn't played. I don't know why she doesn't want to go for e6, actually.
Okay, let's go back to Richard Rapport. So this is Ju versus Richard Rapport.
She's trying to get the queen with bishop f1. What a tricky Chinese.
Tricky Chinese player there, bishop f1.
I mean, she doesn't even dare to crush him on the king side, but playing for some kind of sneaky
trap of the queen. That was, the threat was really, it was quite an amusing threat. After rook e4, all of a sudden, you trap the queen in the middle of the board.
Yeah.
So bishop f8 may be forced, because now you can try to give your queen the c5 square. So it looks like white doesn't even need to play this move e6. Just look at the amount of people as well watching this game on the live there upstairs. I think this is
his girlfriend as well. I mean,
his girlfriend's there, probably.
Isn't she?
That looks like Richard Rapport's girlfriend, just on his left, probably feeling a little bit anxious, I'd imagine, at this stage.
Yeah.
So, and the time situation in this game as well is really getting down there.
Maybe now I can try rook c4 with and then the idea of rook c4 is, I don't want his queen to get active with queen c4.
Can I still try to trap the queen d2? Because your one idea was to go to c5. You can't do that anymore.
Actually, also after queen e2, there's f5 and queen g5. This is clever.
And bishop f1 again is just my very simple move.
Okay, but I have knight c5 anyway coming, and then I go back
the queen comes this way.
Yeah.
So knight c5 here. Well, there's been another move played. Let's keep up with the game. So bishop f8. We should have a move coming through very shortly. I've just seen
bishop rook c4 should play.
Rook c4. Okay, that's a very principled move. Trying to take on c7 in some variations.
I also like to be prophylactic against knight c5. And now actually if knight c5, then I go to simply f5 and I crush you like this.
So knight c5 has been played though.
Yeah,
it's been played.
Okay, but it doesn't have much choices. No, f5, I think it's
f5,
demolishing.
It's crushing. And the thing is as well, this rook can always come this way, swing across the h-file. Yeah, f5. Is she going to play f5? If she
I
plays
think she will play f5.
she's got to make some movement on the
A
king side at some
£1
point.
bet that she will play f5.
Oh, I'm not betting. I just saw it. I'm not betting on that one. You know that I've got to keep some of my pounds. F5 was played. It was played.
Pity.
That'd been one of the quickest losses of a pound of my life. F5, you know, instantly I would just get the pound out and give it to you there. You know, wouldn't even bother like speaking about it. F5 played. Richard is going, unless there's some miracle, we can see the time on the screen. 18 seconds, 16 seconds.
Bishop h6.
Well, bishop h6 is a possibility, but I mean, it just looks like I can even take on f. I mean, if you go bishop h6, I can probably just move my rook. But I want to blast you open. Let's take on g6. This is going to be winning.
He played a move, but I'm not.
He played a move.
Bishop g7 he played.
Bishop g7. Okay.
I think he played bishop g7. It looks like there's something on g7.
I think that makes a little bit more sense because the bishop wants to, wants to sort of take on e5 with some play on the e5, and I want to force f6. So
if I play e6,
g6
what do you do after e6?
Well, e6 looks like a typical pawn breaking move here. Just to mention some other results that are going on while we keep an eye on this game, which I think is one of the most exciting ones, so we will keep with it for a while. Blomqvist drew with Gwaine Jones, so that was okay, a solid game for Gwaine. Adjuban from India beat Donchenko. Carterson, who had a major upset yesterday. Carterson is from Iceland, one of the two Icelandic players here, and I believe he beat someone very good yesterday. No, it wasn't Satowski.
No, it was played f takes g6.
But Carterson won again in an upset. He's on 3 out of 3 by beating Bachmann, so he's having a tremendous tournament. Stefanova is apparently winning against Edouard, so that's another upset on the cards there. Edouard from France, a very strong player. So back to the game. What have we got here? So just taking on f6. That looks very logical. Let's just e6 was tempting, but this move threatens to demolish the black king on g8.
Actually, e6 I would have liked better, but okay, maybe it's the same more or less.
Well, eventually, look at this. The rook comes to the rescue.
Ooh.
This is the saviour, the saving piece. And do you think he's going to be able to? Do you reckon this will be the winning piece? Okay, I'm going to put a bet. This is a stupid bet. It's a ridiculous bet. I bet that rook on a7 is going to play a very important attacking role in this game.
Attacking role.
And Richard's going to win.
Or defending role.
Well, it's doing a defensive role, kind of. Okay, no, that's a really silly bet. I'm asking for it.
I'm taking
No, too late. I've changed my mind. Really silly. So, but the rook is at least potentially coming across.
You can even double it.
Exactly. Look at this rook. It's going to zoom down here, back rank checkmate, and that's clearly what's going to happen. Clearly.
£2 bet?
No, I'm okay. No, £2, that's just greedy.
Well,
Greedy.
I'm calculating all the time.
Calculating all the possibilities. Okay, well, white took on c6. I think we can see the moves coming through live. And after this, bishop takes e5, getting ready for the Magical Rook Tour. Sounds like a Beatles album, that one, doesn't it? The Magical Rook Tour, something like that.
I think actually black is improving his position.
I think so. Black's actually somehow fighting back in this. I mean, bishop d5 is a move that was just worrying me for a second from black's point of view.
But maybe there's 96, as simple as that.
Simple as that, 96. Is it really that simple, chess?
Well...
Really? Well, I think Richard's fighting back here as well. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I mean, it could be the white king in some positions. That's going to be the king in danger. I mean, you never know. I want this magical rook to do the killer blow. So we'll come back to this game very quickly. For 1 minute, let's jump to Stefanova versus Edouard, because this could be an upset. Stefanova has performed very well here over the years. Edouard's a very strong player from France. Current position we see here. Stefanova with the white pieces. Edouard playing black here. And
yes, bishop h3 looks very annoying.
Bishop h3. Okay. White's a pawn up as well. We shouldn't forget that.
I mean, f3 is hanging, but I don't think it's hanging in a bad way. I mean.
So if queen takes f3,
bishop
we just go bishop takes e6, and that's the end of that, because worst case scenario, we take the rook. And well, in the current position, after e takes d6, white has this extra pawn. I like bishop h3. Nice, simple move. How does black defend here? Does black have to play a move like queen d5, maybe? Is that a forced move? I don't believe that move. I can go knight d4 even. That's a pretty way to do things. Too much pressure on e6. This game could be over in a move or two. Looks very good for Stefanova. So a nice upset. So a lot of the ladies are playing really well today. It's ladies' day today. Yeah, it could be ladies' day. We'll see. Well, it kind of depends on Richard Rapport's game. So I think we should go back to that because it was a lot of fun. Here comes the rook. Here we go. I should have taken the bet. Look at this. c6, bishop takes e5. The magical rook is slowly but surely coming into play.
Sure.
It's made its way over here now. A little bit closer. And there goes the magical rook. Oh no, we can't lose that piece. Please, no. We can't lose our magical rook.
Bishop takes h2.
Bishop takes h2. I mean, the white king.
King has to take, but why is she thinking actually?
She only has 1 minute 30 left. Okay, but look at. Okay, I think white is winning. Okay, because I was getting a bit hopeful for Richard there, but I think this rook coming in, the queen coming here. How can it not be winning? It's got to be winning.
But why is she thinking of king takes h2? I don't understand.
I don't understand. No. Oh, she must have played king h2. She must have played this. And then knight e6 has been played. Yeah.
Okay.
Forcing some. But okay, where's the win?
Queen g6 check or not?
Oh, I'd love to play queen g6 check. And now maybe king to. Can I go king f8 here? I've got queen e5 check if you take here, which as well. Actually, here comes magical rook.
Yeah, but
oh, magical rook might get in the game. But okay, queen e5 check is just about okay.
But f4, I know you have a check on e2.
And yeah, it's murky. Yeah, it's been played. Queen g checks, king f8 has been played. Only one more move, and then they can have a relaxing break because this has been a stressful game for both of them. Has that resigned? Queen h6 check. Queen h6 check resigns. The move we missed.
Yeah.
Move we missed.
And rook g1 happening.
Certainly an upset there. It's a big upset, but I mean, let's be honest. Richard's opening was just very dubious. Very dubious opening.
I mean, I told you, Lee, they shouldn't overdo it with the women here. They shouldn't
you have to treat them with respect.
Yeah,
definitely.
Don't mess around too much.
He got punished, didn't he? There. So.
Well, finally.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, let's just see why this is winning for white. This final position. I mean, if king g8, then a rook comes to the g file. Doesn't matter which one. Let's say this one, and then I'm going to take on e6 with check, being a piece up. So that's quite a clear win. Whatever you go rook g7, I take on e6 with check. So that's very straightforward. If the king goes to e7,
then there's e6 hanging.
And if I block with my rook on g7, what's the easiest way here to win?
Bishop takes e6. I know you have queen e4.
Maybe rook f4 check even is one way to do the job here. Might be, or queen f6 check also good. Just got to be a little bit accurate here. I mean, a little bit accurate.
Why he resigned?
I mean, I think this is still going to be winning. Can I go rook f4 check? That's a nice move. Yeah. Game over.
You have to take. And
then queen f6 check. Finish. Queen f6 check is the win. And after rook f4 check, it's winning because we take a piece with check next move. So that's obviously the move that was the killer there. And last chance. Can I go knight g7? Try to do something with this knight. I don't believe it at all. Just don't believe it. Must be a couple of ways to do this. I mean, I can go bishop takes f7, but then queen e5 might be a little bit annoying. My king's perfectly safe though, isn't it, on h1?
I have even queen f4, as simple as that.
Queen f4, rook f4, yeah, okay. Queen h8 as well was bishop take. Let's just have a look.
Let's check the assets. I mean, this is losing anyway.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is all winning. It's all winning. Do you want to have a go? I think we're very lucky. We've got the winner of this game joining us here. So, are you happy doing this one? Or?
I can talk to her if you want.
Yeah, we can have a little break.
All right.
So, if that's so, feel happy doing that. So, yeah, okay, brilliant. Well, great game we were just analysing there. So, I'm gonna pass my seat over and So, okay. Just.
We have here Juvenun, who just beat Grandmaster Richard Rapport from Hungary. Congratulations, it was an amazingly nice win. And actually, like, the crucial position which we thought was, for example, like this one where we played rook e1, and one of my questions is like, have you considered here to play e6?
Yes, I had considered, but after knight f6 and okay, right here.
Followed by f5? That's what we
F5.
thought at the beginning.
Yes, it's strong for sure, but I don't want any possibility to like making games unclear, and so I decided to play slow and.
Yes, rook e1 was very tricky, we saw, because you wanted to trap the queen.
Yeah, but okay, it's not.
But what do you think, what was the most critical moment for you in the game? Which position?
I think after the opening, maybe, and maybe f4. I don't know. Maybe he can play knight b4, and if a3, then h4 takes, queen takes, and I'm not sure with this because now it's endgame and different colors.
Bishop.
Yeah. So
You mean like it could be quite trash, actually?
yeah.
We have to probably like not change queens.
Yes, but after takes.
Takes on h3, taking.
Still, it's not so easy.
It's not so easy, but I think the rook on e7 takes a long time to come back to life because you have rook b1 at some point, and if the b7 pawn is falling, and you have c5. I think it's very unpleasant as well to play this position with black.
Yes, it's unpleasant for black, but I think
Maybe the best chance.
yeah, maybe the best one because after the game, at here I think black is tough because the space is very rare.
So do you think that actually his biggest mistake was the choice of opening, honestly? Because the Chicorin is not considered to be such a great opening, I think, nowadays for black.
Okay, it's not popular, but okay, it's a choice, and maybe he can have other.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the opening here because I saw like bishop f4 is not mainline, isn't it? It's not the most often played moves. I saw like usually they play e3 here. Can it be instead of bishop f4?
Yes, but I remember some of this, some bishop f4.
You remember this, okay? But you did not expect this today to come to the board.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't prepare that.
I
Yeah.
didn't prepare this.
Okay, let's go back to like the very interesting position after rook e4, when you obviously try to trap his queen with bishop f1 and rook a4. Actually, I was wondering, okay, rook e1 is a very slow approach, but when did you realize that you will probably win this game?
I think after d5 maybe here. After d5 because this pawn really, I think it's very strong, and this rook.
It's not playing, and you were sure that this game is like is yours.
Yes, lack of time. So I think right here it's white, but he's clearly much better, and the problem is how to improve.
So you think also it was a big advantage for you that you had a much better time here, I guess, huh?
Okay, much better than him maybe.
But probably you don't even need so much time here because your plan is quite obvious. At some moment you will push e6, f5 and you just open his king. Have you beaten a 2,700 person before in such a style?
No.
It's your first 2,700 person you beat?
Yes.
Wow, all right. Nice one. All right, anything else you would like to say about the game? Like any other critical moments? Where you could maybe defend better at the end?
In the end, I think it's tough. I didn't find. Also, I was in time trouble, but I think it should be win.
Actually, you have been playing like last year and the year before in Gibraltar, right?
Before last year.
Before last year you played.
Yeah, I went there.
Because actually at some moment there was a very funny story about you that you had problems with visa and getting stuck in London.
Yes,
What was the problem actually?
Okay, well, I had Gibraltar visa, but I don't realize that I also need the transit visa.
The transit visa, okay.
I only applied for one, and I stuck in here.
So you went to London and then you could not enter.
No, when I went back, I could not went to London.
Okay, so you were here and they didn't allow you to fly to London.
I guess.
And what did you do?
Okay, well, the organizers provide me the accommodations here. So
Okay.
I staying here and
Applied for the transit visa to London? Or take a different flight?
it's the same flight, but the aeroplane, they let me get the airplane.
Okay. All right, congratulations and have a nice evening.
Okay, thank you.
So we will just go on a small break by now and then coming back soon.
Hello, welcome back to the Day's Play. I'm Tanya Sachdev. This is your daily dose of the TradeWise Chess Festival. We've got with us star of the day, Debashish Das. Now he drew with wall number 4, Vasilin Topalov. Hi, Debs.
Hi.
How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I didn't even, like at one point I got winning position. It was 39 move and it was like a long variation. I calculated and I went for it. I tried to win the game, but it was nothing special. I mean, I thought for half an hour, 44 minutes, but I didn't find anything clear, concrete.
Right, and then you went for the draw.
And I went for the draw and I offered him draw and he accepted because it was like forced draw. At the one moment I felt like I'm winning against Topalov. It happens like once in your lifetime.
World champion Alexander Alekhine believed psychology is the most important factor in chess. World champion Bobby Fischer said he doesn't believe in psychology, he believes in good moves. What is the relationship between chess and psychology? Can you really tell about a person by studying his games? We've got with us Nigel, an international master and a professional psychologist, telling us all about it.
I think as a chess player you've got to be a little careful and jump into conclusions, but it is useful to keep an eye on just how people behave and respond to things at the board. As a psychologist, obviously I'm very conscious of body language, and I know a lot about body language, but even I know that you've got to be very careful about how you go about interpreting it, because some people like very sharp, exciting positions, and other people like to have sort of controlled and secure positions, and if you recognise that in a player's style of play, you can obviously make your decisions to try and put them in the most uncomfortable situation. I think it's very useful for a player to be able to play a move which will throw his or her opponent off, and that can not necessarily be the best move on the board, and I believe Kasparov has actually said that he often chooses that sort of strategy. And I think that's what makes the strong players really exceptional. They don't just play the board, they will often play the person as well. They'll take into account things they know about that person's personality and try and choose moves that will suit them and not their opponent. Sometimes when players run short of the board and they have to make very quick choices, their intuition comes into play. Then intuitively they'll seek out moves that will sharpen it. Or if the player prefers a control position, they'll try and dampen down those sort of exciting moments and keep control of the game.
Now we've got a very special guest with us. She's been coming to the Tradewise Chess Festival almost since it began. Anna Crumling. So Anna, tell me, how did you start playing chess?
Both of my parents are grandmasters, so when I was like 3, they told me how to move the pieces, and it started there, but I was pretty bad then. But then at 5, my first tournament, and then I started playing.
And who is your hero, your mom or your dad?
I think my dad, because he's really aggressive when he plays. I really like his style of playing chess. I like Topalov. I think he's a really good player.
So all the little girls out there who want to take to chess, what's your advice to them, Anna?
If you're a little girl and you think chess is really fun, then you should just go for it.
What a great day we've had at the festival. Lots of exciting results at the top boards. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of action. There's a great masterclass going on back there, which I'm getting back to. I'm going to be right here, back with you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Welcome back to the third round of the Gibraltar Congress, and we've seen some very exciting games. Just seen Richard Rapport lose, so that's one upset, and we're going to dive into another game now, and this is an English player. Got to keep an eye on the English, being English myself, Jovanka Huska, and it's a woman as well, so very important. And she beat someone very strong yesterday, Jovanka. Who did she beat? A top grandmaster. She's on 2 out of 2, and she has some chances to win today, which would put her on 3 out of 3. So that'd be quite amazing if that happened. And the current position is Rook G8 has been played. Jovanka to move. So Jovanka is playing Razkrus.
Vasquez, Iga, Serrani. But I can't roll the R. Can you roll the R?
No.
But you should do it here. You should vibrate with the tongue.
No, I can't. No, I can't. No,
You're
I
as
can't.
hopeless as me.
Yeah, I'm as hopeless. So
Maybe Queen E4.
Queen E4 looks like
Unless
sensible
there's
move.
Queen G5 coming.
Yeah.
Then maybe Queen F4.
I mean, if White can just stop any play on the G file, White will be winning, pawn up. But as you pointed out, this Queen G5 is an annoying move to handle.
Unless then maybe Queen E4, and after Queen G5 I have simply G4 and
Just
enough.
G4.
I mean, you can take on H5.
But, no,
But then I
King
can
G3.
take on D3.
And King G. Oh, you got bishop to G6.
Ah, this is okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I should overthink that approach.
Maybe just a little bit care's needed.
Okay, maybe Queen F4 instead of Queen E4.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to allow Queen
So-
F4, and after Rook F8 you go Queen E4.
Right, sure.
Then we don't have this hanging problem.
And as you point out, if the rook goes here, we can go here. But then, does this... I go King G2, do I? No, I don't. So bishop takes H5 now.
Oh,
potentially.
actually, maybe the position is not that clear as it looks
No.
like.
No, there's a bit of play.
A bit is good. It's actually a lot of play. I mean,
Maybe a
you
lot
have
of play,
to
yeah.
find some.
Yeah.
Can I play like Queen H4 to try to drop the queens?
Whereabouts in this position?
No,
or
no, before,
earlier on?
before. I
Maybe-
mean, obviously, like all these queen moves after Rook G8, you have to be very careful.
Yeah, so here.
No, not here.
Okay,
But
so
probably you
Queen H4.
actually, like then, if you can't do any of these things,
Yeah.
you may have a problem.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, even after this move, I...
Also, like Queen H3, I don't like so much because it looks like wrong to me
Yeah.
in some way.
I mean, here Black could probably just take the queens off and take on
Yeah.
H5 or something. This is going to
Actually,
be absolutely fine
yes,
for Black.
it's fine. Yeah.
So actually, maybe not so clear for Jovanka. She's obviously having a long think in the position after Rook to G8. There might be some ways she can have the advantage here. Obviously, on the verge of another great result if she can hold it. Having a good tournament. She's a regular here. But we'll see. Maybe we'll come back to that game a little bit later. Now, the third seed, I believe, Peter Swidler, we haven't had a look at his game today. He did drop a draw yesterday against a German prince, one of the German princes, one of your, I was going to say one of your lot. That doesn't sound very nice, does it? one of your guys?
Actually,
Top of the
Dennis
league,
is actually the one who is in my club.
Okay.
So I
Dennis
mean,
Wagner's
I've
in
known
your
him
club.
best from all the princes by
Okay.
far.
So Dennis is, had a good result drawing this fiddler yesterday. And let's just see Peter's current position here. So Peter's fiddler, a win today will get him back on 2.5. And
He's playing against a Swiss prodigy, actually.
Swiss prodigy, right?
Yeah, Nico is young. He must be like below 20 even. He's a young guy from Switzerland,
Right.
but he's doing a lot of chess training. I think he was working with Adams. He was
With
working
Adams,
with
right.
Vallejo Pons. I mean,
Wow, okay.
he's investing a lot in chess.
Okay, and I think the Swiss team have Yusupov as their national
a
coach
coach,
as
yeah.
well, I think, or he used to be their national coach.
Yeah.
He was in Qatar with the team. So the Swiss Federation obviously spending quite a lot of time and money on their players. Here we can see Peter's fiddler with white.
But it looks promising what he has with white. I mean, it looks quite
Looks very promising. I mean, worst case scenario, can I just go rook takes g7, king takes g7. This is a very forcing line. Knight to e6 check,
You have to go
king somewhere.
f7, let's say.
And now I take on
f8.
f8.
You have to take back,
And now I take on a b6.
and you win the endgame. Okay, it's over.
This is winning.
Game over.
Connected past pawns.
That's over.
Well, the only danger here is this e pawn is quite hard to stop. Actually,
But
so
you mean the point like
king
first?
e7. Just with, just have to be a little bit careful here, a little bit, because, it's quite hard to stop this guy. I mean, it should be winning, I agree, but you just need to tread with some care.
Actually, how you want to stop that guy?
Do I take this pawn, and now if e3 go rook h3? Is that just about?
And then rook f1 check. After it's a
e2
check.
I got the check, yeah.
Ha, okay.
So
Maybe
just,
then the king should go, but if the king goes somewhere else, then I have always rook e6. I mean, in
But
my
even-
variation, right?
But even in this position, I can play maybe king g8 here.
Okay, but then I
Oh
have
no, you've got
the
rook
other
e6,
variation.
sorry. Yeah, okay, good. So we have more news. It could be record-breaking day today. And Wei Yi from China is apparently winning his game. And if he does win today, let's have a look how he's getting on, if we can find his game. So this is Wei Yi from China.
It's the next one.
And I'm not exactly sure how old Wei Yi is. Is he 15? 15, I believe. But if he wins today with the black pieces, he's just won the Tata Steel group. He will become the youngest ever 2700 player in the history of chess, which is quite a cool record to have.
Even younger than
Anyone else?
our Magnus.
Even younger than Magnus, yeah, indeed. I guess that's on current live rating, so it's a big record to break, I guess, this. He should be winning here with the black pieces against Bela Kortanashvili, who did the masterclass yesterday, maybe.
Yeah.
We will just point out today's event later on. No masterclass today. I'm sure you can see the masterclass of Richard Rapport yesterday live. It'll be on the website somewhere, recorded. We can, by the way, see Wei Yi there with the black pieces, and I think he's just cruising here. He's gonna cruise into a win, and Wei Yi looking very confident. But yeah, tonight the masterclass tonight is not the masterclass, Team Blitz tonight, yeah, which I might even be playing in if I'm still alive after the commentary, if I've got any energy left at all.
What did you actually do when you were 15?
What did I? You don't want.
You started drinking pills?
You really don't want to know what I was up to when I was 15.
Oh, I want to know.
I was probably a bad boy when I was 15. So,
How bad?
Yeah. Well, bad enough.
On a scale between 1 and 10, how bad?
I'd say about a 7 or an 8, maybe. I was
That's
good.
not bad, that's average bad.
Average bad. I was quite a good boy. I had, I was
But
good.
before you...
Goodish. But okay. I mean, I was.
Did you
I
play
was-
chess by then?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got
But
my.
not professional, right? Just like...
No, just I think I got my IM title when I was 17, maybe. So sometime around then. So I was probably about 2350. So I actually went to college and university and did all this
You were
stuff as
actually
well.
a serious boy. Let's check what Nakamura's doing.
Okay, back to board 1, Nakamura. What about yourself? What were you up to when you were 15?
Oh, I was a very naughty girl.
A very naughty girl, okay. Enough said. So, should we get more details or should we leave the
I had
details for
my
now?
first boyfriend was 16, I'd say.
You had your first boyfriend at 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a respectable age.
I mean, for English standards, it's quite young. It's quite old.
Quite old, yeah, I
Quite
know.
old. Sorry.
In
quite
England,
old.
most people have got 5 kids by that age. So so I mean,
I think the English
it's,
girls actually break records about pregnancy at the age of 11 or 12.
No, we won't go into that. We won't go into that. So no, definitely not. But yeah.
Actually, that's what I said. The king goes to f4 at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Nakamura will win. That's why he's grinding away. Bishop on d4, king here, as
Even
exactly
king
what you said.
even like king h4, and at some moment you will be in Zugzwang because the king has to go to f1 to protect e2, and then h3 is falling.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can't
But I
feel...
mean, look at this guy. How is he looking again?
I know.
He's cuddling his hair.
Cuddling his hair, yeah.
Whatever you call
Well,
it.
that looks like a famous statue, doesn't it? That look of
Actually,
despair.
he's a very good actor. I mean, like, you see everything about him.
Yeah, he doesn't give much away.
Well, no,
So,
he
gives everything away.
he keeps this kind of depressive look the entire game long. But okay, it's very hard. Like, now basically you will lose and you have to suffer for so much time. I mean,
it just looks like he's having...
and his lips again.
It looks like he really doesn't want to be there. He's having the worst day of his life or something at the moment. So poor guy. I mean, of course, he's been grounded and he probably realises he's going to lose, but you can't actually... Well, could you resign this position immediately? You can't really, because you have some chances. You've got to play on. He's probably so upset because he's missing out on Team Blitz later on. So that's what his main concern is. I don't care about this game. I've got to play. I want to play the Team Blitz. I can't do that now.
Have you seen The Shining with Jack Nicholson?
Of course I have.
At some moment he says like, no game and no play makes Jackie a dull boy, and he was typing it like 100 times. But what was the phrase? Was it like no?
It was all work and no play, was it? Maybe
something like this was Jackie a dull boy.
A dull boy, indeed.
Basically, no fun and no.
You've got to have fun.
No fun and no poem.
Exactly.
What is this game? Makes Tommy a dull boy.
It is, and he just repeats it over and over again. Yeah, it's a very good film. Shining is a great film. I'd like to make a chess horror film.
Yes, and who will be the actors? I'm curious.
I would be maybe the serial killer in it.
Come on.
Only joking.
You don't look insane enough, I'm afraid.
Really? I can try. Do you want to see? No, I won't show you my insane look. Who would be the actors? I don't know. I think we'd have to... We'd have to have real life people based on as well.
Yes, of course. I mean, which chess players you would take as actors in a horror movie? I'm really interested.
I have to think about this.
Strong, charismatic face.
Well, you have to have Magnus, I think, as
But I mean, come on, he doesn't look that insane that he can be a serial killer.
Who would be the serial killer? But basically, what we're saying is which chess player looks most like a serial killer, which is something we have to be a little bit careful about.
Actually, we have to think very careful about that.
Very carefully. We'll come back tomorrow, shall we, on that one? Let's give a night to think about it. I'll have a look around the tournament hall and see if there's any serial killer types out there. So yeah, and then you won't see me tomorrow anyway. Then, but okay.
Are you scared?
When you say it like that, yes. So definitely.
Here we have a tweet actually.
We have a tweet. Okay, let's see the tweets come up. Okay, and this is from Poganina. As usual, the ladies are rocking at Gibraltar, and we've seen Stefanova did win against Edouard and Ho Yifang won. So yeah, I mean they're really doing well. It's a long tournament, so anything can happen. But they're starting incredibly well. Lots of upsets today. So long way to go though. 7 more rounds. So
And 7 more rounds, 7 more days to find the serial killers, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we can get 1 serial killer a day.
Yeah.
Well,
so let's check the results.
I think probably it's getting to the stage of the day when we can go through the results and do a roundup, because I've got my main event Blitz tournament coming up later, and everything's got to come into a natural conclusion. So
do you have a team already?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm sure I can find one. I think someone showed some interest in having me.
All right.
We will see. So. Okay, well, let's just go through them one by one. It looks like Nakamura will win his game, so he's going to have white tomorrow. Stefansson had a rather dull draw against Vichigov.
It was a wet, dry game, right?
It was a wet game, yeah, it really was. Wet, and dry occasions as well. So that sounds like a weather forecaster
Actually,
now.
the funny part is, like, in German language, you would say it's a dry game.
Right.
In the English, it's a wet game, which is, like, actually not logical. But okay, let's not discuss it any deeper.
Yes. This is the board 3 game, I believe, and this is
Yakovenko.
Yakovenko.
It's also ended up in a
It's
draw.
a draw. Well, that's a good result for Black because we were worried about Black's position around some points around
Okay, if
here.
he's able to trade both rooks, then actually there are not enough attacking pieces to get through.
Exactly. But Black was in serious time trouble there, so it's a good draw for Michalewski on board 3. If we can bring the results up again in a second, we will have a look at the board 4 results. So we'll get there very quickly. But yeah, Michalewski did well to draw that position. So Oparin versus you.
He managed to make a draw as well.
Oh, you only drew. Wow.
Okay, it was a different colored bishop queen ending, and obviously like
that
the
one.
drawing
Sorry, yeah,
chances are
I've
like
got the
very
bins.
high.
Harry Krishnan probably played one of the best games I've seen so far.
Like the fastest, I mean
Yeah.
like solid one, yeah.
Very nice. Lots of wins for White today.
And
Obviously,
Ladet actually beat Chaparino.
Lalet beat Chaparinov.
Yeah.
So that's Chaparinov is the reigning champion.
But Lalet is an Indian. What you
Tricky
learned
Indian.
today, yeah,
Tricky
the
Indian,
tricky
as Harry
Indians.
Krishna told us. So still a great result for Larif. And Rodstein beat Rasmussen.
Well, he will probably win as well.
And he'll be 2,700 on the live rating. And Ho Yifang did beat Mohammed Al Sayed in the end. And
And
Enrique
there's 3 women who won. Stefanova beat Edouard, Chauvenyun beat Rapport, and Hu Yifan won as well. So it's a ladies' day.
It is Ladies' Day, especially if Husker can win as well. That'd be a great result for Husker and for English supporters. Topolov won quite easily. Svidler's probably going to win this ending. All these games are interesting. Adiban, very young player from India, won. Kjartason from Iceland has his second upset of the day, beating another 2,600 GM. Very good. Naroditsky from America drew his game. He's what you know this Naroditsky.
I
This
know
guy-
all these Israeli guys are very talented. Actually, there are a lot of young guys now
I
playing
think,
all
I
the
think he's
open
from
tournaments.
America now, Naroditsky, but he's
Maybe yes, but
Yeah.
I think he's also originally like
from
Israeli.
Israeli. I
kind
think
of,
so. Yeah. And this guy, I think he was one of the youngest authors ever. I think he wrote his first book when he was 3 years old, apparently. So
3. Are you
no, I'm
Again,
not serious. I'm not serious.
trying to convince a German to buy your jokes?
I'm trying. I'm not working very well. But he wrote a load of books. I think he wrote something like 50 books in 1 year. Now again, okay, it's getting to that stage. He wrote a lot of books. He's a very good author. But anyway, it's been a great day of chess. So, time for some food, I think. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and grab some food at some point. So, thank you everyone for watching. We will be back tomorrow with the action at the same time, 3 o'clock.
Same procedure as every year, Simon.
Same as always. Same as always. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good day. So, been a lot of fun today. Really enjoyed it. So, thank you for making it so fun as well, Lizzie. And see everyone tomorrow then. Until then.
Hello, welcome back to the Day's Play. I'm Tanya Sachdev. This is your daily dose of the TradeWise Chess Festival. We've got with us star of the day, Debashish Das. Now he drew with world number 4, Vasilin Topolov. Hi, Debs.
Hi.
How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I didn't even, like at one point I got winning position. It was 39 move and it was like a long variation. I calculated and I went for it. I tried to win the game, but it was nothing special. I mean, I thought for half an hour, 44 minutes, but I didn't find anything clear, concrete.
Right, and then you went for the draw.
And I went for the draw and I offered him draw and he accepted because it was like forced draw. At the one moment I felt I am winning against Topolov. It happens like once in your lifetime.
World champion Alexander Alekhine believed psychology is the most important factor in chess. World champion Bobby Fischer said he doesn't believe in psychology, he believes in good moves. What is the relationship between chess and psychology? Can you really tell about a person by studying his games? We've got with us Nigel, an international master and a professional psychologist, telling us all about it.
I think as a chess player, you've got to be a little careful and jump into conclusions, but it is useful to keep an eye on just how people behave and respond to things at the board. As a psychologist, obviously I'm very conscious of body language, and I know a lot about body language, but even I know that you've got to be very careful about how you go about interpreting it, because some people like very sharp, exciting positions, and other people like to have sort of controlled and secure positions. And if you recognise that in a player's style of play, you can obviously make your decisions to try and put them in the most uncomfortable situation. I think it's very useful for a player to be able to play a move which will throw his opponent off, his or her opponent off. And that can not necessarily be the best move on the board. And I believe Kasparov has actually said that he often chooses that sort of strategy. And I think that's what makes the strong players really exceptional. They don't just play the board, they will often play the person as well. They'll take into account things they know about that person's personality and try and choose moves that will suit them and not their opponent. Sometimes when players run short at the board and they have to make very quick choices, their intuition comes into play. Then intuitively they'll seek out moves that will sharpen it. Or if the player prefers a control position, they'll try and dampen down those sort of exciting moments and keep control of the game.
Now we've got a very special guest with us. She's been coming to the Tradewise Chess Festival almost since it began. Anna Crumling. So Anna, tell me, how did you start playing chess?
Both of my parents are grandmasters, so when I was like 3, they told me how to move the pieces, and it started there, but I was pretty bad then. But then at 5, my first tournament, and then I started playing.
And who is your hero, your mom or your dad?
I think my dad, because he's really aggressive when he plays. I really like his style of playing chess. I like Topalov. I think he's a really good player.
So all the little girls out there who want to take to chess, what's your advice to them, Anna?
If you're a little girl and you think chess is really fun, then you should just go for it.
What a great day we've had at the festival. Lots of exciting results at the top boards. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of action. There's a great masterclass going on back there, which I'm getting back to. I'm going to be right here, back with you tomorrow. Bye for now.